Okay, so I purchased this fan for my kiln because mostly it is rated at 100 degrees Fahrenheit ambient temperature. And let's see, and here's what it is, an X Power model X35AR. Supposedly has variable speed, fan speed, and adjustable air guides, more than I expected. But let's take a look. So there's my little space heater I was using before, which I think is like 6 inches. I thought it said 12 inch. That's got to be like bigger than a 12-inch fan. But let's turn it on and see what it does. Let's see. Let's go to min first. Woo! Throwing some wind. Woohoo! You may have to like operate at a low speed from a small box. Check it out. Okay, so this is fan speed on low, the lowest. So here is tissue is holding it. So that's getting sucked in there. It's got a pretty good pull here. Even at the top, it's got a pretty big pull. So you can see it better from the side. All right, so that's getting some air kicked around there. All right, so it's the bottom part's got some airflow. The top, not so much because we have a baffle in. And then on this side, get down to the bottom and change hands. Yeah, it's got some draw on the bottom, so that's pretty neat. Let's close up the top. All right, this is what makes it a therapy project. This is just neat shit. Okay, so let's take a look. We got the fan blowing air onto the light, halogen light, which is controlled by a switch down here. See? I have a thermometer on the inlet to the fan. That's going to be the blue. The yellow is going to be on the outlet of the heater. The red one is going to be underneath that baffle there. And then the green one is on the return side. So we're going to monitor those temperatures there, which push it back in there. So those are all reading like 71, 72, 71, 70. And over here we have a sensor down here with a graphing function to monitor real-time graphing. And it says it's at 69.9, so they're all saying 70. All right, I think we're gonna put the top on, and we're gonna turn that on and see what happens. Woohoo! And that fan is turned to the lowest setting, lowest speed setting. Here we go. 71s. Let's reset this. There you go, and we're looking at 69.6. And on, lights are on. Let's watch and see what goes on. So that's the inlet temperature to the fan. So inlet to the fan is 71, outlet of the heater is 75, the far end of the kiln is 72, and the return is 71. All right. Okay, so 300 seconds, about 5 minutes. So we're up to 73.4 from like 69, about 70. So it went up probably about 4 degrees. And here, the inlet to the fan is 76. The output from the heater is 83. So it looks like there is a 7-degree difference across the fan and heater. And then this is the end of the, down here, this temperature is down at this end. So that looks like it is about a 6-degree difference from the length, across the length of the here. Now this is 2 degrees cooler on this side than over here. So I'm thinking there might be, baffling doesn't go all the way down, so maybe that has something to do with that temperature being cooler in that corner. Okay, about 10 minutes in and we're at 76.8 inlet temperature to the fan. So we got 79 coming in the fan, coming out of the heater. The lamp is 88, end of the tunnel is 81. So I would say we need this number to be 140 so that we know that the whole kiln is at least 140. Okay, so I bought this one, which looks like this, which is similar to the one I own. But I bought this one to cannibalize it. And my thought is, now that I have a fan that can handle 180 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm going to open this up, disable the fan, and set it up so that my fan, high temperature fan, blows the air through the coil, and see if we can't make a high temperature, well, 180 degree Fahrenheit heater. Whoa, all right. That's a metal blade fan, not plastic. So we got our heating coil. So this is the power to the fan. I pull this off, the fan will not spin, but the coils will get hot. So my thought was I could unplug this, take the fan blade off, close it back up so it's intact. I don't have to rewire anything, and then we'll put it in there. But I think first we're going to try it with everything connected and see how hot we can get it before it trips. All right, we've been running about 40 minutes here and we're up to 82 degrees, but that trajectory does not look like we're getting up to 140. Yeah, we might get up to 90 after a long time. Let's check out our box. Our input temperature is 85. Output of the lamp is 94. End of the box is 86. And 83 is this corner over here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop that. We're going to put that one in and see what we get. All right, so I turn the light off and you can see from 82 to maybe 79 in 300 seconds, which would be 5 minutes. So minus 3 degrees over 5 minutes. So that's how much heat is being lost in this chamber at 82 degrees, 80 degrees. Probably a higher rate of loss at a higher temperature, like at 140. But it's interesting to note that maybe because of wood heated up that much, that's holding the heat. I don't know, but interesting. Okay, so we substituted the halogen light for the brand new heater just to see what it kicks out at, and we're going to manually adjust that while we watch that. All right, we're climbing up. It's already 82 after like 2 minutes. And we got 84 inlet temperature, 87 on the output of the heater. Interesting, 89 at the other end. All right, so take a look. It was coming up, and I turned the big fan off and just left the little space heater going, and it seemed to increase faster, but it is getting, it's up like 92. That's the inlet to the fan, corresponding to like 94. So outlet of the little space heater is 98. The end of the tunnel is 105. But I guess I'm a little bit confused why turning a big fan caused the temperature to increase faster. I don't know. Okay, a half an hour. This was on low, this is on medium, so we're up to 100 degrees on the inlet of the fan. So our inlet's 103, the outlet of our heaters are 107. We got 121 down at this end of the box. That's interesting. And 111 here. So maybe it's a thermal load, all that wood, because last time I didn't have any wood in here and no baffles, and it like topped out 140 within a couple of minutes. So I'm confused a little bit. Okay, we over temped on the fan. I think we got up to like 113, 116, something like that. Now it's dropping off. I think we're up to like 145. You can see 113 is the input to the fan. That's about where it kicked off. 117, I think it was. Yeah, 117 it kicked off. That was like 120. All right, so that fan by itself won't do it. I don't know why the big fan made for a slower cooling, slower heating. Okay, it's 10:30, so this has been running for an hour. This is when it kicked off over temperatured. You can see how its temperature's coming down. It is 86.9. And our chamber is interesting how the inlet temperature is 91 and the kiln box is 80s. Huh, wonder why. Anyways, battery on the phone's almost dead and it's late and I gotta get up early tomorrow, so we're gonna call it a night.